How long is too long in the gym? How long should your workouts be? How long?
Definitely not as long as most people make
You
them.
shouldn't take 2 trips.
No.
2 days. No? That just means I'm more dedicated,
I
right?
shouldn't go before work, go work at Target, and then come back after my shift at Target.
Or the best is when someone's like, it's chest try day. I didn't really get that good at triceps in, so I'm coming back for triceps.
You can take pre-workout twice in a day. It's totally okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
It doesn't do anything bad. It's fine.
No, but seriously, like a lot of kids think that, and I mean, it kind of makes sense. Do more, get more.
Yeah.
That if you are in there for 2 hours, then you are doing better than your friend who's doing an hour.
But the problem is if an hour and 15 minutes was pointing at women and talking about which girl's the hottest, not really actually that long in the gym. It's really kind of more like you're standing in like a bar or something or a nightclub. It's not
Or
really like you're at a gym.
Or the other perspective, you are lifting straight up 2 hours straight. You're not. That's not a beneficial way to do it.
So you think 2 hours is too long?
2 hours is way too
So
long.
what do you think is a good time?
An absolute, like, if you have to give a number on it, because everyone's different, 60 minutes, and then you have a leeway of 15. So, like, it goes to 75, that's all right, man. But if you start going to 80, 90 minutes, come on, you gotta, something's wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
devil's advocate.
All right,
What about
baby.
Rich Piana's 8-hour workout? Rich Piana can do that.
If Rich
So,
Piana did 8 hours, I should do at least 12.
Yeah, I mean, what about that? I mean, he made a YouTube video about it, so.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Now I
Okay.
agree with the 60 minutes is probably around a good time, but like I think that honestly, like if you're, especially like say if you're like we're talking about people that are trying to gain size, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
They're not powerlifting.
over-dedicated.
Right? So I feel like even if it goes a little bit shorter, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like as long if you're hitting it hard and like your workout's only 45 minutes, there's like that doesn't I don't think that means that you're less dedicated.
Well, maybe you didn't fuel yourself for that workout, and working out further would damage.
But
your
yeah, do you
gains.
think that's true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people like it's hard though not to want to try and push yourself even farther and farther and farther because like you're already there. You feel like, oh no, I need to like push it and like show people that I'm dedicated to this and stuff
And
like
that
that.
girl,
But, like,
that girl's on the tricep pull down table thing. Oh man, I gotta look.
but
at
I feel like
so
okay,
I'll be
the
here for
reason
another 30
though,
minutes.
the
Yeah,
reason
right.
exactly that's what I was gonna say. The reason people's workouts end up being longer is because they're not actually working out.
Yep.
They're sitting there talking. They're sitting there taking 5 minutes in between sets when it's like you're doing sets of 12. So it's not like you're doing a strength set, which I get. If you're taking 5 minutes and you're trying to do sets of 2, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, no, it's a social occasion. It's
Yeah.
a nightclub for people. Literally, like, oh, Billy and John are at the curl thing. I'm gonna go on the curl thing because Susie is right next to them. So that means that I'm gonna have a chance at talking to Susie,
Which
Yeah.
is pretty
Yeah.
Which is pretty
Susie,
which is not gonna help you get any better.
Never. Well, I think also another thing that people will do is because they're there for 2 hours. So regardless, like they're not texting, they're not talking to girls. They're literally thinking they're working out. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they think 2 hours is awesome. But what you're doing is you're stretching all your effort thin. Because think about this, man. A perfect analogy is you start a sprint. And you can kick ass for that sprint 50 yards.
Yeah.
And you can go 100% for 50 yards. And you can tell yourself, I'll be better at sprinting if I continue sprinting.
Yeah.
But are you going to be better at sprinting? No, you can hit that
That's a
50
really
yard mark,
good- yeah, that's
and
a
you
really
can start
good-
pooping out. And none of that extra work is contributing to sprinting.
No,
It's
exactly
it's going to endurance.
yeah, exactly. Like you can think in your head that you are pushing yourself as hard as possible, but it doesn't matter how hard you're pushing yourself. If your body, if you're not actually getting 100% out of your body, it doesn't matter how hard you think you're pushing yourself. It doesn't matter anymore. Like the sprint thing, like once you get to 300 yard sprint,
You're not
that
sprinting.
first 50 yards, yes, 100%. But now it's like, no matter how hard you're pushing yourself, your body is only giving 80, 70, 60. You know what I mean? It's pointless because you're turning one exercise into something else, like a sprint into a long distance run. So it's almost pointless to keep pushing yourself.
Absolutely, man. So what I suggest doing is that figure out what's taking so long. Usually it's volume or it's wasting time in between
Yeah,
sets. But
exactly.
let's say it's not because of you messing up
Yeah.
and being a social person. You're actually trying to. So you have too much volume.
Yeah.
Cut it down on everything so that the things you are doing, you're doing 100%. Because you're gonna get a lot more out of doing 3 sets at 100% than 7 sets at 45 to 80%.
And the thing, or a lot of people even volume, but they might be trying to do every chest exercise that known to man,
angle,
right?
everyone,
so what
That's
I
true.
would recommend is like we try and hit everything twice a week, right? So instead of thinking I need to do everything twice, think, okay, I need to do this chest. Say you have a certain chest workout you do once a week, and then you have another
that's a good
different
idea.
chest workout that you do the other time. So you're hitting all the workouts you're doing, but you're not spending 3 hours in the gym each time.
Yeah.
You're spending an hour here and an hour there.
And for example, like first chest day, you could be like, oh, I'm gonna do all incline style stuff, a little flat. And then the second one, you can do all decline stuff and a little flat.
Yeah, exactly.
Cover all your titty.
Mm-hmm.
Cover the whole titty.
All that titty.
I thought you were gonna be serious, and I was proved wrong.
Going scientific there and then drifting a little.
Let's give another question to this.
But okay,
How about people that work out and then go and do cardio afterwards?
That's exactly
Is that okay?
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is like we're talking about strictly about pretty much lifting.
Straight lifting.
Like so, if you're doing cardio, that's totally different. Cause like the way that you like what is it like your CNS is responding, and you can do cardio for as many calories as you want to burn. Obviously, you shouldn't sit there and do it for 3 hours.
Yeah,
I don't think. At least. I mean, I don't know. If you're trying to learn how to be a marathon runner, then that's different. I guess. But
You
that's,
have specific
that's
goals.
not my forte. But
We're talking about
definitely
fitness.
like lifting. As far as how long you should be lifting, that's what we're talking about. How long you should be actively like pushing weights, pulling weights, squatting, whatever it is. And then the cardio is like I feel like I'm at the gym and then I'm doing cardio. It's like a different
it
thing.
is.
You know what I mean?
Whole different
like,
sport.
Whole
What
different
do you-
crowd of people.
Yeah, definitely.
What I suggest with cardio, because you're still, I mean, if you go an hour long straight lifting and then you go straight into cardio, you're still exerting for this amount of time, right? And your body is still out of nutrients.
Yep.
You're still like really low on glycogen. Your amino acid free pool in your blood is diminished more so than it was when you started. And then you're gonna start doing stairs and stuff. So what I suggest is just take a quick break, about 20 minutes. Like stay there at the gym, go sit down in the bench or something, and just have an apple or just some sort of quick acting carb.
You gotta fuel yourself.
If you gotta be a jelly bean type of person, you can go candy or whatever. But like just something that has like 100 calories and let it sit there for 10 minutes or so, and then start your cardio up. And then at least you have a little bit of something in your body working a little bit.
Yeah, you're better with that. I can't. I hate waiting.
You go straight
like,
to it.
I do. I just because I'm just like I've already been here for this long, and I want to get out of here. I do not want to sit for 20 minutes, eat an apple, wait, text, blah blah blah. Like no, I'm not saying that's what you do, but like wait around and then do my cardio.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
because in my
I
head I'm
feel
like
that.
in my
You're
head
still wound up.
Exactly. In my head I'm like I could spend 20 minutes in getting ready for cardio, or I could do cardio for 20 minutes and be done.
Yeah.
So that's how I.
And he's still doing his amped up handshaky thing.
Yeah,
It's all
I
like
get
cardio.
pretty.
Put that thing on 17. Sprinting. And you can look at it either way. The reason I don't do it is because there's about this much in my mind, this much muscle that I'm losing by doing that. And so if that's not a big deal to you, it's probably not a big deal that you go do 15, 20 minutes of cardio after you lift.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But if you are kind of obsessive and you maybe have a competition or something, you should be a little bit smart about how you like you segment your time and stuff. And if it bothers you, then take the rest. If it doesn't bother you, you can go ahead and just go straight to cardio.
Everyone's a little bit different for that, for sure.
Yeah.
And then like, I would always recommend. This is kind of off topic, but I would always recommend doing cardio after you lift. That's just like that's just what I think.
And make sure you're hydrating yourself, because a lot of people go straight from not drinking water doing weight training to straight into cardio, and then they're like, how come I'm so tired all the time, and how come my face is literally a whiter sheet of color than I've ever seen in my life? Like,
then I go sit in the sauna and steam room after cardio. I don't understand why. I feel so bad. It's so weird. I don't get it.
it's crazy.
terrible.
So those are our opinions on how long you should work out, as well as like cardio and stuff afterwards. I want to know what your average workout is. Like next time you go, if you haven't done this before, look at the clock, be like, oh, it's 2:15, and then see what time you leave. 3:30. You're like, all right, it takes me about 75 minutes.
A lot of people don't pay attention.
They don't, man, and I'm OCD, so that helps, because that helps me always have numbers in my mind, so I always know exactly when we started. Everyone can always ask me how much longer until you're done, because they know that I'm gonna hit about 60 to 70 minutes. It's like the standard or whatever, because I'm always looking. So I want to know what you guys. I want to know, how long is your average workout?